And hello, one and all, and welcome to this special video. With me, I have a special guest, Robbie One Kenobi. Robbie, thank you for joining me for this for our picks and our top five candidates to win Money in the Bank 2016.
My pleasure, Daniel. Thank you for having me again.
So the basic thought behind this video is we're going to give you our top five picks to win Money in the Bank. Now, I'm assuming there's still going to be a seventh participant added. I haven't heard who that's going to be, but as of now, we know that the six participants are Alberto Del Rio, Chris Jericho, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, and Kevin Owens. And we will be giving you our top five picks from number 5 to number 1 of who we think will have the greatest chance, who we'd like to see win Money in the Bank 2016. So, Robbie, we'll start with you. Who is your number 5 pick to win Money in the Bank this year?
My number 5 pick is Sami Zayn. Now, number 5 isn't necessarily a bad spot, but like when I consider the 5 that we're discussing, the 5 top candidates, I'd have Zayn at number 5 because if he doesn't win Money in the Bank, it's not going to hurt his career. I feel like he's on a roll on the main roster. Zayn's been doing some great work with Kevin Owens, of course. You know, he had a stellar showing in the Fatal 4-Way. If Sami Zayn does win Money in the Bank, that's awesome. Kudos to him because he has been working hard, you know, not only in NXT but on the indies to get to this level. So I have Zayn at number 5 simply because I don't see him like needing to win Money in the Bank. You know, this is his first Money in the Bank ladder match. I know he's going to go out there and tear it up and kill it, but I have him at 5 because, like I said, he doesn't necessarily need to win. He's been doing well on the main roster. They haven't dropped the ball with him, and I'm not, you know, knock on wood because I'm not trying to fix him. But no, number 5 is Sami Zayn. I mean, the 5 guys in this match, I would love to see all of them win Money in the Bank, but there can only be one. So I have Zayn at number 5 because, like I said, he's in a good position. He doesn't need to win Money in the Bank, but I would not complain if he did win Money in the Bank because he's an awesome talent.
All around, I agree with everything you said, and I'm going to segue into my number 5 pick. It's also Sami Zayn. You pretty much said it right then and there. He's a good pick. He's going to go out there. He's going to kill it in this Money in the Bank ladder match like he did at WrestleMania 32 in that IC title match. And you pretty much said, I'm on the same page with you of why Sami Zayn is my number 5 pick. So with that, let's go on to our number 4 picks. Who do you have for your number 4 pick?
For number 4, I have Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Now, I feel like Kevin Owens could benefit big time for winning Money in the Bank. You know, you think about exactly 1 year ago, he was one of the hottest heels, if not the hottest heel in the WWE. He had just arrived on the main roster. He beat John Cena at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and the things seemed to be really looking up for him. Like, I had a feeling they were going to push this guy to the moon when he got to the main roster. And then he lost to Cena twice. Do not even get me started on the Battleground loss. That I hated that decision.
By the way, real quick, 1 year ago today was John Cena versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. That was a fantastic match.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was so happy when Owens won, but when he lost 2 straight to Cena, including Battleground, which pissed me off. I mean, I went on a rant after that happened. I was afraid for Kevin Owens because I felt like, well, they already dropped the ball with this guy, but he won the Intercontinental Championship back. Well, he won it twice after that, and I thought he made a good Intercontinental Champion. He made it to the semifinals of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Owens has really been doing well since the unfortunate losses to Cena, but I feel like winning Money in the Bank would really elevate him and help him gain a lot of momentum that was derailed by those losses to Cena. Owens is probably the best heel on the main roster. He's a freaking genius on commentary. Kevin Owens is freaking awesome. He's definitely one of my top picks to win Money in the Bank. I have him at 4, but I feel like he could really benefit from it, especially to regain some momentum and even gain more momentum with how he's been doing. His feud with Sami Zayn is awesome. He's just an awesome heel, and I feel like he'd make a great Mr. Money in the Bank.
Indeed, indeed. So we're gonna segue into my number 4 pick right then and there. I have the Swiss Superman, the King of Swing, Cesaro, as my number 4 pick to win Money in the Bank. And what can you say about Cesaro? How can you not love this guy? He is awesome. He is strong. He is a great wrestler. Yeah, he may not have the best mic skills, but he can still cut a good promo when he has to. He's an all-around talented performer that can grab that brass ring, Vince McMahon. He can connect to the audience, and if you give him the Money in the Bank briefcase, he can be a good world heavyweight champion. I feel like Cesaro has been on a roll ever since coming back from his shoulder surgery. Feuding with The Miz over the IC championship, which I hope to see him go back to and have Cesaro eventually win the IC title. But I certainly would be happy to see Cesaro win Money in the Bank. And he, in my opinion, he's still a future World Heavyweight Championship contender. And what better time than now to give him that opportunity to become Mr. Money in the Bank.
Definitely.
So that's my number 4 pick. Robbie, who do you have for your number 3 pick?
Well, so our positions are probably going to switch here, but my number 3 pick is Cesaro. Pretty much, I agree with everything you said. I really thought by now Cesaro would have been in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship picture, or at least have been WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and I thought he was destined for bigger and better things after winning it, and he really hasn't done anything. He really didn't do anything notable the rest of that year. Yes, he was in the Money in the Bank match for the vacant world title, but after that, he lost to Sheamus, he lost to RVD, he lost to Dolph Ziggler 2 straight in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I was really concerned for Cesaro at that point. He did have the tag team championship run with Tyson Kidd, which was good.
That was good.
When Kidd got injured, unfortunately, Cesaro went on his own. Cesaro was doing big things, taking John Cena to the limit twice for the United States Championship, regaining, I guess I could say regaining credibility, but further up in his stock, and like really having a couple breakout performances. So I feel like this win could really elevate him to the main event spot. I mean, Cesaro is a guy, like you said, that can grab the brass rings, can connect with the audience. We got the Cesaro section.
Yep.
A freaking powerhouse. I mean, his strength is impressive, and the things he does are incredible for a guy his size. Not saying he's like over 7 feet, but I mean, when you look at Cesaro, you don't expect him to
picked up the Big Show at WrestleMania 3. I'll never forget that. That was incredible.
That was incredible. That was freaking incredible. At number 3, I have Cesaro, and like I was saying, he could really benefit. A lot of these guys could really benefit from winning Money in the Bank, but Cesaro is one that I feel like him winning Money in the Bank would be vindication. It would be that feel-good moment, like finally, this is my chance to elevate myself and to solidify my spot as a top main event player. What else could I say? How could you go wrong with Cesaro?
Exactly. Well said points right there. So we're going to segue here to my number 3 pick. He's the lunatic fringe. You love him. It's Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, he's finally got, I felt like some momentum going out of his feud with Chris Jericho after losing he lost at the Royal Rumble. He lost at Fastlane. He lost at WrestleMania. Now he's won it 2 back-to-back straight pay-per-views. He's won a qualifier match to make it into this Money in the Bank ladder match. Dean Ambrose is somebody that I desperately want to see reach the top of the mountain. I want to see him win that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And if you think about it, if you give Dean Ambrose the Money in the Bank briefcase and you have Rollins versus Reigns continuing on until SummerSlam, you have Ambrose potentially cash in and say, I want to fight. And then we have a triple threat Shield main event for SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. Oh, baby, sign me up. I've been waiting for that match for years. So I think there's a lot of pluses, a lot of positives for giving Dean Ambrose the Money in the Bank Money in the Bank briefcase, And like I said, he deserves to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, Robbie, who is your number 2 pick for you'd like to see win Money in the Bank this year?
Well, this guy hasn't been officially confirmed in the match, but we have to believe unless they're bringing back Randy Orton or they're bringing someone else in that we don't expect. But my number 2 pick is Bray Wyatt. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't, like I said, I'd love to see all 5 of my picks win Money in the Bank. But with Bray Wyatt, I feel like this is do or die. We said this in, I don't remember what video, Daniel, but If you were to ask me how many title shots has Bray Wyatt had, I could count all of them on one hand because he only had one world title opportunity in like 3 years that he's been with on the main roster, and that was the Money in the Bank ladder match when the title was vacant.
When Cena won it. Yep.
It baffles me that Bray Wyatt has never contended for any championship, let alone the World Heavyweight Championship since.
Nothing. I mean, what the heck? I'm frustrated as you are. Trust me. It's
yeah. So to me, I was gonna put him number one, but my obvious number one pick, I have a little more to say about him. But for this one, for Bray Wyatt, I feel like it's do or die for Bray Wyatt. And I don't know if the company would really pull a trigger and give him the Money in the Bank briefcase. But here's the thing: can you imagine Bray Wyatt coming back, babyface, with that Money in the Bank briefcase and terrorizing the shit out of whoever is the champion with those mind games? Can you imagine him cradling that thing like it's a child or something? Like, Bray Wyatt with the Money in the Bank briefcase equals gold in my opinion, because he is one of the best talkers on the mic. His character is perfect. I feel like if WWE is going to really give him the chance, because he had momentum going after he turned face, that whole tag match with him and Roman against what was left of the League of Nations.
Yep.
I feel like you want to give Bray Wyatt the chance that you should have given him years ago. This is the chance. Pull the trigger, have him climb that ladder, win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then have him just terrorize, play mind games with whoever's the champion. And when the time comes, have him cash in. Bray Wyatt's champion. Hallelujah. And imagine the crazy shit he could do as champion.
There's so many potential feuds. And like you said, I'm going to say real quick, he is my number 2 pick as well. Bray Wyatt, what more can you say? I can't wait for this guy to return. I've been hyped for his return for a couple weeks now. I'm hoping he'll be back maybe this upcoming Monday on Raw. We'll have to see. But like you said, so much potential, so much opportunity for Bray to be Mr. Money in the Bank. And one more thing I have to add, he would be able to say that he has the whole world in his hands by being Mr. Money in the Bank. So right there, you have the slogan, the tagline to go along with it. WWE, just pull the frickin' trigger. So with that, let's go into our number 1 picks. Robbie, who's your number 1 pick to win Money in the Bank?
My number 1 pick is Dean Ambrose, because I feel like at this rate, with the momentum he's built, if you're finally going to give him the World Heavyweight Championship push he should have gotten last year or even before that, this is your moment. I feel like this is another do-or-die situation for Dean Ambrose, and I feel like if he doesn't win Money in the Bank, then I don't know if he's ever going to get another major opportunity to win the title and establish himself as a main event player. And that's a damn shame, because Ambrose is over with the crowd. He's the guy that so many people wanted to win the championship instead of Roman Reigns. I know I've said these things before, but I feel like this is the time to push Dean Ambrose into the main event spot. He could win Money in the Bank. Roman and Rollins can have their feud continue, ultimately culminating at a match at SummerSlam, and then Ambrose can come out and make it a triple threat. Ambrose could win. I don't care who he pins, and then you can have Ambrose as champion, face or heel. But I feel like he should have been in the main event picture by now, because last year he had back-to-back title matches against Seth Rollins, but after that he got into the feud with the Wyatt family, and I really don't remember what happened after. Oh no, he feuded with Kevin Owens for a little bit, and Ambrose was in the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament at Survivor Series, and everybody wanted him to win, and he didn't. So I feel like this is the time to finally give the fans what they want, whether it's Cesaro or Wyatt or Owens or Ambrose winning. But obviously there are a lot of fans that want Ambrose to win. Ambrose is such an awesome talent. He could be one of your top main event stars for the next few years. So I feel like he's the one with so much to gain from winning Money in the Bank. And it's similar to Bray Wyatt. It's a do-or-die situation. But I have to go with Ambrose, because this is the guy that a lot of people have wanted to see be champion for a while now. It's the same with Cesaro, but I feel like they all wanted Ambrose. They want Ambrose instead of Roman. So that's why I think Dean Ambrose is the best pick to go win Money in the Bank this year.
Exactly. Once again, well-made points. And transitioning into my number 1 pick, It's Kevin Owens. I mean, what more can you say? I feel like he's really rebounded, since his losses to John Cena. This year, I felt like, he was solid as the Intercontinental Champion. I've tremendously enjoyed his stuff, with this feud rekindling with Sami Zayn. They had the awesome Fatal 4-Way match, the match at Payback. Kevin Owens, I really feel, is on fire right now. He's firing on all cylinders once again. He's building up a ton of momentum. He beat AJ Styles to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And you give Kevin Owens that briefcase and you strap the rocket ship to him, push him to the moon. He could definitely be the #1 heel in WWE. I would really like to see a Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns feud. I don't know if you remember when they had them have a stare down, what was it, a couple of months ago on Raw? They teased it, and the crowd popped big for that. I think it was in the fall or something. But they teased the match, and the people wanted to see it. And we've seen them clash a little bit. I think that would be a tremendous feud for both guys involved, a Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens feud. But could you imagine Kevin Owens, Mr. Money in the Bank? He will win that WWE World Heavyweight Championship one day. Imagine seeing him versus Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight title, which I think we'll see one day down the line. There are just a number of tremendous options for having Kevin Owens become Mr. Money in the Bank, and that is why he is my #1 pick to walk out on June 19th with that fabled briefcase.
Definitely. I mean, the Lex Man made one hell of a point that if this happened, I mean, this would get Kevin Owens so much heel heat, but it would establish him as the best heel on the main roster. Could you imagine if he wins Money in the Bank and a couple months from then, Sami Zayn wins the championship and Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere, blindsides him and cashes in and steals the championship from Sami Zayn? Wow. Oh my God, that is gold. And that would make Kevin Owens the most hated man on the main roster. But again, it'd be a testament to how awesome he is as a performer, as a heel, and that would even add more fuel to the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens feud. It would just be like NXT when Kevin Owens, I mean, he didn't steal the NXT championship from Sami Zayn, but he stripped him of it. He killed him nearly with 4 power bombs. Yes. And take over rival. And one of the best endings I've ever seen, because I did not expect a knockout. I expected him to pin Sami Zayn. He nearly killed Sami Zayn with like 5 power bombs. The death by power bomb, as I call it. But no, all of our picks, great points. Kevin Owens, I could definitely see him being #1 because he has so much to gain. He has rebounded from the losses to Cena. I'm happy he did because I was so concerned for him after he lost, because I was just so pissed off that they had him lose 2 straight. And I mean, it's anybody's ball game, and that's what I'm happy about. Last year, we all thought Roman was going to win, and it ended up being Sheamus, which was still a stupid decision. This year, what I like is the unpredictability because it's anybody's ball game other than Alberto Del Rio and Jericho.
Right. And Robbie, on that note, I have to wrap things up here. Got to get going. But thank you once again for joining me for the special video collaboration. It's always a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Oh, definitely. Thank you.
I enjoyed hearing your insight, getting your picks, your predictions for Money in the Bank 2016. Real quick, if you want to get a plug-in for your channel, you're welcome to do so.
All right. Thank you again, Daniel, for having me. Yeah, guys, if you get a chance, please go check out my channel, Robbie1 Kenobi, ROBBIE, the numeral 1, KENOBI. I do a lot of wrestling videos, very passionate about what I do. I recently reached 100 subscribers, and I'm going to be doing a Q&A in the next couple days in honor of that. Daniel, again, thank you for the congratulations, and thank you for the support of my channel. If you guys please support Daniel's channel. Please support my channel. Spread the word. We're here. We do these videos for the sake of wrestling. We love these collaborations. And yeah, if you want to watch a couple passionate wrestling fans, go check out our videos. We make great reviews and talk about topics and everything. So yeah, Daniel, thanks again for having me.
Not a problem. And thank you all for watching this video. Please click my like and subscribe button for more video content coming soon to this channel. And be on the lookout for future videos that I have coming on down the line. So with that, thank you all for watching. We will see you in our next respective videos. Until then, guys, peace.